Now, live on WPRI 12 and on WPRI.com. This is Eyewitness News This Morning. Coverage you can count on.
New information coming in about the attack in Barcelona, Spain. We're breaking down the developing details.
Plus, 2 former police officers, one in Mass, the other in Rhode Island, expected in court today. We'll explain why straight ahead.
Health insurance premiums going up, but by how much? We'll tell you coming up.
Good morning. It's Friday, August 18th. I'm Julianne Lima.
And I'm Patrick Little. Begin as always with Michelle. And there's a chance for some wet weather today. It doesn't sound like it's a washout, though.
No, but we will have to be on the lookout for scattered showers and embedded thunderstorms, especially into the afternoon and evening hours. Looking at our futurecast right now, already this morning, got a couple of very light showers out ahead of a line of showers and embedded thunderstorms. So you may need to occasionally turn your windshield wiper on today. Most of the activity up to our north and west right now, but sliding eastward and watching this line here for the end of the morning hours and into the afternoon. Temperatures upper 60s, Providence, Newport, and Westerly. We've got a warm front lifting through. That's going to unleash today some very humid air for us, make us prone to a couple of downpours and any showers that do pop up. And our temperatures, because we are forecasting a lot of clouds today, will be running cooler in the mid to upper 70s in the afternoon. Winds will pick up out of the south, 5 to 10 miles per hour, gusts 15 to 20. Full futurecast coming up. Very humid start to the weekend. It's going to be a warm stretch for this weekend. We'll talk about those temperatures and the latest on the tropics. Got Tropical Storm Harvey out in the Atlantic and possibly another tropical system forming today or tomorrow. Right now I want to go out to the roads and get a check though on the Friday morning commute. Here's Melissa Sardelli with the details.
Good morning, everyone. If you're heading out the door this morning in South County, you're looking at nice conditions, still dry roadways. This is down in Westerly by Route 1 and Route 78. And you can see some pretty quiet conditions down here. We are seeing just a little bit of slowdowns along 295. This is just over by the Warwick Mall if you're heading north. Other than that, very quiet right now. Highway lighting is happening until 7 o'clock this morning along 95. This is from Warwick, exit 8 right over here, and then all the way to exit 1 down in Hopkinton. Either direction along 95. Crews will be working until 7 o'clock this morning. Live with your pinpoint traffic, Melissa Sardelli, Eyewitness News.
New this morning, a Taunton man has died after crashing into a utility pole in Norton.
The Pinpoint News Tracker takes you to the scene. The crash happened on John Scott Boulevard. Eyewitness News reporter Rosie Woods is working to learn more about what happened. She joins us now with more details.
That's right. Well, I've called out to police about this crash, but this morning the Sun Chronicle is reporting a 41-year-old man from Taunton was killed last night when the car he was driving struck a utility pole. Now, it happened on John Scott Boulevard in Norton. Here's some of the aftermath of the scene. Now, the Sun Chronicle reports the vehicle rolled over and then burst into flames. Norton Fire Department tells the paper the victim, whose identity has not been released just yet, was ejected from the vehicle. He was taken to Sturdy Memorial Hospital in Attleboro. That's where he was pronounced dead. Now, again, as of now, the crash remains under investigation by both state and local police. In studio, Rosie Woods, Eyewitness News.
Very latest developments now in the attack in Barcelona. Similar attack in a resort town near Barcelona has been prevented following a shootout with police.
Here's what we know right now. 5 suspects in the Cambril attack are dead. They attempted to drive their van into a crowd before the shootout. 7 people, including a police officer, were injured, but so far no civilians have died.
This comes after an attack in Barcelona earlier in the day. A van was driven into a crowded street there, killing 13 people, injuring 100 more. 3 suspects have been arrested in that Barcelona attack, but officials say they're still searching for the driver. Todd Wallace joining us now live in the Breaking News Center with more.
Good morning to you both. Once again, the U.S. State Department is saying that one American did suffer minor injuries in that Barcelona attack, although at this hour they are not releasing the name of that individual. Taking a look at the map now, you can see where the 2 communities are located in relation to one another, Barcelona and Cambril. Officials in Spain saying the citizens in 24 countries were among those killed in Barcelona. Police in Barcelona have made a 3rd arrest after the van driver of the van targeting the crowds in a tourist-heavy district in Barcelona on Thursday. Now, authorities say the men in the resort town of Cambril were wearing fake explosive belts. Local media is reporting before being gunned down by police, the assailants hit several civilians, also a police officer with a car. Investigators say this incident is linked to the attack earlier in the day in Barcelona. Terrorist attacks can, of course, cause anxiety around the world. Eyewitness News News analyst General Reginald Centracchio says the U.S. already has security measures in place with intelligence working around the clock to prevent an attack in the states, but he also says responsibility falls on the individual.
Know where the exits are, know that if something happened, you'd be able to get out of the midst of a crowd. Be aware of your surroundings. Don't put yourself in a position where you can't make an exit, and just enjoy life in the best you can.
General Centracchio says that Americans should heed any travel warnings that have been issued by the U.S. State Department, but he also says we cannot give in to fear. Stay with Eyewitness News throughout the morning for continuing updates on the situation in Spain. Reporting live in the newsroom, Todd Wallace, Eyewitness News.
Thank you, Todd. A 5-year-old girl from New Bedford is at Boston Children's Hospital after getting hit by a car. It's a story we first told you about last night at 10 on Fox Providence. Police say the girl and her 6-year-old brother were playing in a cardboard box near a driveway on Roosevelt Street. At last check, the young girl was in serious condition. The name of the driver has not been released, but police believe it appears to be an unfortunate accident.
Update now. New Bedford man at the center of a homicide investigation. DA's office says 33-year-old Marcus Roberts of New Bedford was found lying in the street on Acushnet Avenue in New Bedford yesterday. He was taken to St. Luke's Hospital, then Rhode Island Hospital, where he later died. Autopsy will be performed. No word yet on any suspects.
Looking ahead now, a pair of former police officers expected in federal court sometime today. The first, former Attleboro Police Sergeant Richard Woodhead. He's agreed to plead guilty to a child porn charge. Woodhead faces up to 20 years in prison, a fine of $250,000, and a life term of supervised release. Woodhead resigned from the Attleboro Police Department back in April. A former Charlestown police officer also expected to be in court for a change of plea hearing. Evan Speck resigned from the police department after his home was raided by federal agents back in March. Agents say they seized steroids and guns. Speck is suing Charlestown, saying police did not provide him accommodations for his ADHD.
Cranston police arresting a Providence man accused of sexually assaulting a girl when she was 5 years old. 50-year-old Raymond Lisi held without bail. Here's the picture of Lisi. In May, Cranston police say Hasbro Children's Hospital said the victim told them 8 years ago she was sexually assaulted by Lisi. She was 5 at the time of the alleged assault. Police say there could be other victims. Anyone with information should call Cranston police. Police in Warwick, meantime, on the hunt for a shoplifting suspect. They say this man you see here in this photo took more than $250 worth of clothes from Macy's at the Warwick Mall last month. Anyone with information on who he is asked to contact Warwick Police.
Health insurance premiums are going up next year. Those who buy Blue Cross Blue Shield on the individual market will see a 12% increase in 2018. The neighborhood health plan will go up by 5%. Increases for large employers range from 8 to 10.5%. Small employer premium rates will increase between 6.3 to 7.3%. For a closer look at how these changes affect you, you can head to WPRI.com. Ted Nisi has a full breakdown of this story. Time now is 5:08. More local coverage coming up on Eyewitness News this morning.
You'll soon be able to get a free tree. Up next, why the DEM and the Arbor Foundation are teaming up.
Plus, a top Rhode Island lawmaker helping some local students get free backpacks ahead of the new school year. Details after the break.
Here's a look at last night's winning lottery numbers.